Alright, hi guys, this is Truman Hudson again, and for today's session what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how to add forms and also link forms. Now the respective pages for adding and linking forms can be found in the publication 4012. If you want to know how to link a form, you can always head to the blue tab where it says creating returns, and it's on page 85, and for adding forms it's going to be on page 91. So you guys can always follow through by looking at those pages while I'm going through this. Now, in most cases, you will be needing to add and link forms for most of your returns because the forms that they give us here on the left most times won't be enough to cover all of our returns. So if you want to add in a form, what you're going to be doing is you're going to head to where it says add, and you should notice that this dialog box pops up and it gives you like this huge list. It is pretty tedious if you want to go through this list just to look for every form that you need. So what I recommend doing is that you guys head to the search bar and you just type in the one that you need. For today's session, I just use the W2 and also the interest income form. So it's going to be W2, and you should notice that once you type it in, it'll give you a list of 4 options. You want to find the one that closely applies to your client. Most cases it will be the wage and tax statement. However, there will be situations where it'll be different ones. So again, this is just showing you guys how to add them in. You can just hit add right beside the W2. It should bring up this page right here, wage and tax statement. And if you also take a look on the left over here where it says loaded forms, you should notice that you now have a W2 form. Alright, so that is how you pretty much add in any form that you will be needing. Again, you hit to add form right here under loaded forms and you just drop it in. Now if you have a situation where your client has interest income and you don't have the form on the left, you can always head back to the add dialog box, search for, you're going to type in SCH space B, that stands for Schedule B. You want to make sure to always put the space between schedule and B, because if you don't, you'll notice that nothing will pop up. So it's SCH space B. Alright, so now we're going to hit add. The Schedule B deals with a lot of different variety of incomes on this. So you may notice that you see a number of red lines throughout the entire page. What we pretty much have to do is we have to differentiate between what applies to us and what doesn't. The bulk of this here will not be applying to us if your client only has interest income from a bank. If that is the case, what I want you guys to do is completely ignore the other section that does not apply to you, and we're going to head to other interest, line B, and we're going to click on this white page right here with the green arrow. I want you guys to pay close attention to it. Click on line B right under where it says other interest. Right here, we're going to click on this. This box should pop up where it gives you an option to link an existing or a new form. Right now you may notice that there is no existing form because it's the first time we're opening up a Schedule B. So what I want you guys to do is head over to new. You will see the interest statement right here, Schedule B, line 1B, interest income, and I want you guys to click on this. And once you do this, it should pop up here on the left. You notice a little line going from the Schedule B to the interest statement. Once you guys have done this correctly, then that means that you have linked the interest statement to the Schedule B, and here is where you're going to be entering in the interest income of your client. So here, you're going to see payer, box 1 or 3 amount. So you just differentiate. If you take a look at their interest income, you'll see the payer, which is if you are using the Rose Hudson exercise like I am, page 12, 4491W, her payer would be People's Federal Bank. Her box 1 amount would be 21.22 cents. She does not have any federal tax withheld or any early penalties or anything like that, so here would be completely irrelevant. But again, you will have situations where your client may have an early penalty, etc. So you want to always double check to make sure that you get everything. Alright, so as far as linking forms, there will be a number of situations where you may need to link a form, especially the scratch pad. In cases where your client may have expenses or whatever the case may be, and you want to link in these forms, you just go to the line that you're looking for. It could be a number of things. You just want to always make sure. There's also a case where it could be on the 1040 page 1. Your client may have some sort of income that you're not familiar with. Again, if you want to link, you can head to the amount right here, add in a scratch pad. Once you put in a scratch pad, it'll give you a long list that you can use. You can type in all the different type of other incomes that your client may have that you're not familiar with or does not have another form that could go on. You put in the type, the amount, and once you do this, it should automatically generate on your other income line. All right, I'm just gonna use a example right here. If you take a look at my other income, let's see, 921. You may not notice that she has an amount of 8665. That is because it is a link in here from the scratch pad. All right, so again, these are just examples of situations where you might need to do this. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you found this helpful.